What's up, Twin Cities?
Good evening. You are tuned into 94.1 FM WFNU, Frogtown Community Radio in St. Paul, Minnesota's only local variety station.
WFNU is a volunteer-run station made up of many different community voices. Each program expresses one aspect of that diversity, not the views of WFNU or FTI as a whole.
With all that out of the way, you are tuned in to Local Vibes. We are your two favorite canines, SunDogs.
Bow wow.
You can follow us at SunDogs TC. Check out the Facebook page at facebook.com/SunDogs. Present Local Vibes.
Before us, you heard the 94.1 FM WFNU music rotation. That's made up of entirely local music, which is very cool. If you have local music, you can clean local music. You can send it to stationmanager@wfnu.org, and they'll put it right on the radio. If you have radio-edited R&B or hip-hop songs, send them to us, sundogstc@gmail.com, and we'll put them on Local Vibes.
Your Friday night is looking pretty spectacular. After us, you got more of the WFNU 94.1 FM music rotation.
And then after that, you can get the gravy hot with Gall Dagburn at 9 p.m. every Friday.
And every Friday at 10 p.m. you can tune into Basic Beats with DJ Dom Terrace.
Club 120 Plus, the replay is Fridays at 11 p.m.
And Friday nights aren't the only great time to tune in. Make sure to catch the Midday Escape with Philip Gracia Fridays at noon.
Also check out 651 Sports Update with Mike Resendez Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Evilation with Mr. Zero and Dr. Rick Burnett Wednesdays at noon, Fridays at 8 a.m.
And Trippy Talk with Ashley Marie Wednesdays 1 p.m. on WFNU.
We've got another phenomenal show today. A rad lineup of music is coming your way. And for the first time since the COVID outbreak, due to our lovely station managers, we've got Ron Onill in the studio.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm gravy, man. How y'all?
We're doing very well. We're just so excited to be sitting down with you and for you to be the first guest in a long hiatus.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen in a long time, so good thing we back on track, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Thank you again so much.
Right.
What is your social media? Where can people find your... Do you have a handle at Ron Onill, at The Real Ron?
Bear with me.
I'm ready to type it and I'm ready to repeat it throughout the show.
As far as Facebook, where I promote a lot of my music, it's Facebook /Deron. That's DERRON space ONILL. However that happens, you can get through. I know a lot of the SunDogs. I know a lot of people connected. Just look for Ron Onill on Facebook. As far as SoundCloud, where you can hear my music for free, it's SoundCloud /Ron Onill RONONILL /. You can get to that as far as anything you need. Booking Ron Onill 32 @gmail.com. I'm down for anything. That's how you connect with me. I get to you.
Nice. That's for collabs, anything like that?
Anything.
Booking. All right. That's the anything.
So we're gonna be listening to some tracks that you brought in. We're gonna be grilling you. No, we've got some questions for you.
Cool.
Next week we've got Frequency in the studio.
Shout out to Frequency.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is that the lady? Is that
yeah.
Ashley?
Ashley Marie.
Shout outs to Frequency.
So we can't wait for that show.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's next week on the Local Artist Spotlight here on Local Vibes.
Tune in.
Frequency's alter ego, of course, is Ashley Marie.
Don't give it away.
Dope.
Man, you guys are gonna be
dope. Self-explanatory.
Sorry. But I just wanted to mention, check out Trippy Talks again every Wednesday at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Here on this show.
You can listen to all episodes of Local Vibes at anchor.fm/localvibes, anchor.fm/localvibes, or if you're living in the Frogtown community, you can tune into 94.1 FM WFNU Fridays at 6, kicking off your weekend, broadcasting live, replays Mondays at 3. If you're not living in the Frogtown community, what can they do?
You'd want to go to wfnu.org/live to listen live on Fridays at 6, or download the Live 365 app and just search for WFNU. If you like that, and then it'll just be right on your thing. Super easy. Fridays from 6 to 7.
Make sure to follow Ron Onill, facebook.com/Ron Onill.
Yes.
And then SoundCloud as well, Ron Onill /
That's RONONILL,
Yes.
as in Ron on ill mode.
Correct.
I like it. When they first introduced you at Fifth Element, I thought they said Ron O'Neill,
Like Shaquille O'Neal.
like Shaquille O'Neal, or like an Irishman.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we got this. I'm just expecting this short Conor McGregor looking guy. Nope.
Well, hey, they say a picture speaks 1,000 words.
So O'Neill, ONILL, not O''NEAL.
It's pronounced in infinity ways,
Yeah.
Exactly.
but it means one thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
You feel me?
It's like the multiple interpretations of anything.
But it states to one subject. That's me.
And that's Ron Onill, our local artist spotlight, or he's in our local artist spotlight this week.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us at SunDogs TC. Check out the Facebook page, SunDogs Present Local Vibes. And Fridays at 6, you can call the studio.
That's the perfect time to call, the only time to call. We're only in the studio Fridays from 6 to 7, so call the phone. We'll put you right on the radio. 651-313-5125 is the number. Request a song. Talk to Ron this week is our guest. You can ask questions. Say request a song.
Request a song, shout out your grandma, ask Ron Onill a question, whether it be personal or public.
Yeah, life advice from
Life
Ron.
advice.
Yeah.
He's a licensed life advice giver. We're doing fortune telling as well. He'll read your fortune.
Yeah, just don't swear. Keep it PG.
Okay.
651-313-5125. We're going to get right into the music. We're going to listen to...
What about that top one?
Some new Solana. This is Love Me Right. Here on Local Vibes.
Traffic lights and speaker knocks. 10 p.m. on summer nights. I finished work, I'm headed out. I text you and I'm at your door, darling. She said that her roommate gone all weekend. She showed me her favorite shows, cuddled up, kissed me in the candlelight, soft pink glow, naked laid out on the couch. How we do, baby, 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 wow. This ain't what I wanted at the start. Got me wanna call you before bed. Body can't kiss your body out my head. Love me right. I start to care for ya now. Won't you love me right? Won't you love me right? Won't you? Won't you? Won't you love? Won't you? Won't you? Won't you? Won't you?
Yo, hey, yo, it goes a little bit like this. If you're sitting in your crib and got a lot to give, you better get up off your rectum. Cause if you don't, people gon' look at you reckless. Cause if you don't, you won't even obtain any respect on this. Listen, focus and keep the mission. Withhold and eat persistence if that's cotton picking delicious. Some people won't understand what I just did here. Let's keep it going, analogies, pictures, intuition. Let me make it simple. Your goal should be to follow your dream, not follow somebody else's, if you know what I mean. Cop the limitless pill, or cop the drive that I procrastinate. I suffer from this sometimes as well, but I'm doing great. Hope you are as well. That's rare for a rapper to say, but anyway, this song's about getting in shape, seizing the day. Do it for yourself specific. If people don't make you wanna go and just get it. Handle business, cause we all have a cause. We all have a cause. We all have a cause. Now I ain't tryna be bland, I'm just making you understand that we all have a cause. We all have a cause. We all have a cause. Now I ain't tryna be bland, I'm just making you understand. If you're couch sitting all day with no inch of productiveness, the laziness will captivate your name. Cause if you don't, people gon' get to start heckling. Cause if you don't, it becomes a habit, now you're stressing. You made it a practice and my state. You beef up, no lift switch, the mastate, it creates a hater. Procrastination is our masturbation. Like you touch yourself, got your concentration, and create something, cause knowledge is wealth. Let's help. Well, if you don't, then let's brainstorm. You could be a fireman, fisher lady, fry boy, fashion model. Not a rapper, y'all out of careers currently. Maybe there's some active position for average rappers always talking about currency. Spit it is tight, but y'all rappers talk about money like you in high class, right? And then they start dissing, digging it hard, following someone else's wishes. Yo, we all have a cause. We all have a cause. We all have a cause. Now I ain't tryna be bland, I'm just making you understand that we all have a cause. We all have a cause. We all have a cause. Now I ain't tryna be bland, I'm just making you understand. If you're willing to jump over that wall of success, throw your hands to the earth made ceiling. Cause if you don't, people gon' look at you different. Cause if you don't, you obviously don't know who is this. If you love work, or hate me, I don't care. I'm trying to encourage what y'all afraid of. Cause people don't, rappers don't have any flavor. They rock the stage like an MC, rhyme sayer, or a dream chaser in the basement or the attic. Any level you grab and reach for the passion, like you reach for the Twinkie, you jack and change up status. It's kinda hard with negative perceptions. Came to be your musical therapist. No further questions, outposts to outhouses. I announce this globally. Get off your butt, let's roll G. Cause if you don't, people gon' think that you're tripping. We getting blown, getting gone, hit this prescription. Let's scrimmage cause we all have a cause.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
That was We All Have One by our good friend Monopole Joe. That was produced by Slim 53, I think. I'll have to check my references.
And then the first song you heard was Solana, Love Me Right.
produced by Minnesota Cold and Baby Boy Blue. We are joined in the studio by Ron Onill.
Yeah. How y'all doing?
We're doing very well. He is being very patient, not only with us today, but in this climate of COVID and climate of civil unrest and
For sure.
and progress.
For sure.
We are about to go on a break in a little bit, but coming up, we're gonna have an interview, a very deep look at who Ron Onill is, and I'm super pumped to have this conversation. You also brought some tracks with you, is that correct?
Correct.
Pretty excited. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
I love these songs, so
Let's do it.
we
Make sure to
exactly.
follow.
Tune in, man.
Make sure to follow Duran. You can check out his Facebook at Duran Onill, DERRON space ONILL. Make sure to check out the music. That's the most important part. At SoundCloud.com/Ron Onill /RONONILL. And then for any contact purposes, you can email bookingrononill32@gmail.com. We are live Fridays from 6 to 7. You can call in 651-313-5125. If you don't swear, we'll put you on the air. Request a song, ask Ron Onill a question. Shout out your grandma. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back here on Local Vibes.
And we're back.
Welcome back to Local Vibes. We're just talking the glory days of the WWF here with Ron Onill. I'm gonna get right into the interview. I can't be patient any longer.
That's
Okay.
good.
Before we get into it, I'm gonna remind our listeners that you can give us a call. Ask Ron Onill a question yourself. You can interview him yourself. 651-313-5125. Go to his Facebook, Duran Onill, DERRONONILL. SoundCloud.com/Ron Onill, RONINILL /. Make sure to follow the show, Facebook.com/SunDogs Present Local Vibes, and follow us at SunDogs TC.
Thank you for doing all that. That was a lot. You nailed it.
That definitely was.
That was everybody's
That definitely
stuff.
was.
That was perfect.
So
too.
much before we get into it. Let me everybody listening, you don't have to pronounce it so detailistic. Just let it roll.
You're cool.
Ron Onill. You put it all together, it's Ron Onill. It sounds just like O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal. It's Ron Onill.
Ron Onill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, you know, or Ron. I guess, you know. We are. It's our family thing, so we just got.
Dr. Ron Onill.
Not that much.
Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah.
It's nice to be sitting down face to face. Thank you again to our station managers for implicating the safety measures in order for us to be able to do that. Still, we're living in crazy COVID times, and we really appreciate it. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, so the first question that we want to know, what is the Ron Onill origin story? How did you decide to be a rap star, essentially? How did you, when did it happen? Stuff like that.
A timeline. Were you hit by any radioactive goo?
Nah, I mean, it started. I was a lead singer in my church growing up.
Oh.
And so my mom's a musician. And so, I was very much influenced by just music, all sorts of genres,
Okay, from a really young age.
Yeah. So after a while, I grew out of the singing and just got into it, listening to music, you know, everything still. But I started cultivating myself into that. It started with poetry, and then on into that, it started with rapping again. So on the block, I would beatbox, you know, just to kill time. I would freestyle. I ended up going to a school here in St. Paul called Studio 4, High School for Recording Arts. That's where I graduated high school from, and that kind of propelled me to take it off into more of a, okay, let's do this type thing.
Yeah. Take it from the hobby to a dream and a life path.
Yeah, because I was learning how to make beats and stuff.
And being surrounded by that, being immersed in music like that.
Shout outs to T.C. Ellis. You know, there were stars. Shout outs to Humble Child. He's right now touring around with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, cool.
And he was one of the producers there.
And you were classmates with all these?
Those were like instructors. Shout outs to Mr. Phil. Shout outs to Han Solo. Shout outs to Padeepa. Just the whole school in general put me in a fashion where it just validated what I was doing. Because like I said, I was already doing it on the block. But it brought a seriousness to it.
Yeah.
You know, it brought a structure to it, and I'm like, okay.
And probably like a confidence too once you had gone to school there, just knowing that you're doing it the right way.
I mean, it wasn't even really a confidence thing. It was kind of like a, you know, first love. It just fell into, because I was already doing it, I just didn't know how to go about it.
Yeah.
And the school taught me how to sharpen up or, you know, hone in some of them skills, you know, just to get somewhere with it, you know, and that was that. And so Ron Onill comes from, if we say it like that, is like saying I'm on ill mode. Mm-hmm. But to say I'm on ill mode was meaning I'm sick in the head. And so if you listen to my music, it's kind of like I say how I feel. And, you know, it's that. I'm still going to make music. I still try to make music. But then at the same time, I'm also from Illinois. So when I'm saying ill mode, I'm giving you a character of an Illinoisan.
Okay.
And being here in Minneapolis, you know, you might know somebody. You know, it's
so
that.
Those are just two of the many.
It's the artistic of it.
Interpretations.
It's the artistic of it, because a painting speaks 1,000 words.
Exactly.
So it's what you perceive from it, but it all means something. It's kind of like, have you ever watched the Walking Dead?
I have not. I know it's about zombies though.
Okay, well there was a group, there was a villain group called Negan.
Okay.
But the leader was named Negan. But as approaching them, they were asking like, "Who's Negan? Where's Negan at?" And they were like, "We are Negan."
Oh.
You see where I'm going at? You see where I'm going with it? So yeah,
collective.
Yeah, it is. Everybody involved. Ron Onill.
What?
Nice.
So other than like church music, what music was played around the house growing up?
R&B, rap. My mother, she also worked in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for a radio station called V100.
Cool.
And I used to go to concerts, so that was another thing. So I met stars when I was young, at a young age.
Wow.
Yeah, I talked to Mary J. Blige. I talked to Groove Theory.
Nice.
I groupied out when I seen Monica.
Yeah.
What do you remember the radio station? You said it's K100. Do you remember
V100.
V100.
It was an old radio station in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I don't know if they still play it or not.
Do you remember what the
Jam for Peace was the festival every year.
In Milwaukee or in Chicago?
In Milwaukee.
Because that's only like a 2-hour drive. That's not too
It's
far.
not even that far. It's probably like an hour and 15 minutes.
Cool.
How far is Madison from Chicago?
Probably like 4 hours. It's in between. 3 hours, 4 hours. Chicago from here is like a 5.5 hour drive.
You're driving fast, so that's for sure. You're flying.
You know.
But I suppose it's not like taking the mega bus where you stop for an hour and you're going 70 the whole time.
Yeah, for sure. It's not. So you just going.
Just blasting.
Not even, you ain't got to blast. You're just not stopping. You're just not stopping for that extra stuff.
You ain't got to use the pee jugs. The Ross Trailer Park Boys. But the dad's like a trucker.
Yeah.
He's always talking about peeing in jugs, being on the road. And he has gotten into the habit of it. Nonetheless, imagine when these automatic cars, the auto driving cars, are going to be rocking. You're just going to be able to go to Chicago in like 4.5 hours.
And sit in your back seat and pee in as many jugs as you
We
want.
got Ron Onill in the studio.
Better have passage.
That's so crazy to be completely surrounded by such dense music from such a young age.
Yes.
Not only the church influence and the like natural music from your mom, but then her connections through the radio station and getting almost stardust rubbed off on you, getting to meet all these stars as a kid. That's so cool.
It was.
What? How's COVID, both positively and negatively, affected your creative process?
I'll speak of the bad first.
The thorns first.
It really showed me a lot about people. I mean, maybe just not even COVID, but these times, this year, it's like been an awakening for things around me. You know, as I go through a storm or as I go through the sunshine, it's kind of like you have that, and then you also starting off. It was like fake to me. You know,
what?
It was fake. It was like, you know, this is just probably something the government coming up with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like that
year.
too. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who
Yeah.
has it. I don't know anybody who knows anybody. But now it's just like, man,
And
that
then
was.
I mean,
that was
When
not
things
the way to
started
think.
shutting down, yeah.
it's
When you started seeing what the grocery stores was looking like behind panic,
Oh yeah.
then it started getting real.
None
And
of
then
the
you hearing people
necessities
dying
and-
behind it,
Yo,
you know, and I'm a barber. I'm actively in my kids' life, so I have to be cautious.
yeah,
Regardless of what I think, I have to be cautious. You know, so that's the negative of it.
Okay.
Not much, because positively it's made a better me out of me.
Yeah. More inner reflection, perhaps.
I knew it was coming when New Year's hit. That day just felt so succumbing. It felt like something hit me, like I'm finna experience something. And yeah, I was doing shows left and right. I was kind of getting tired of doing shows. But see, that's the slap in the face.
yo,
Because as soon as the bars closed, there was no shows.
Yeah.
And I was wishing for it back. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So COVID taught me to never take anything for granted. And take my time, man. And just be aware, stay aware. So it's more good than bad. It's new. I don't
Yeah.
like the mask thing though, but it's new.
yeah,
It's an interesting time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I don't want to say it'll go down as like 2020 the year that never was, you know. But it's interesting to see the nobility and the destructiveness of the human spirit through times like this. You know what I mean? How people can persevere. It's amazing.
But I mean, I think maybe a lot of us need to see that.
yeah.
It's also probably the individual and they self-questioning themselves too. It's a trial and tribulation they going through, kind of like a judgment day. You know, with a lot of religions thinking this is like the ending book.
Yeah, end of times, exactly.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, what are you? You know, who are you? You gonna figure that out right now, because times got hard, not just for one person, but for a lot of people.
Yeah.
On a
You know,
massive scale,
We
exactly.
might have lost 24,000 this year. Think about companies losing $1 million a day, like football, basketball, these
All this-
arenas, these owners. You know what I mean?
Everyone's
Yeah.
livelihood from the bottom to the top.
Everybody is equal. Since then,
In times like this, it's
right now,
it's
at
a-
some point in frame, yeah.
If you're just joining us, we've got the the local artist spotlight shining on Ron Onill, and we're talking about some introspective and existential things that COVID has kind of brought upon the world.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out his music at soundcloud.com/Ron Onill / and Facebook Ron Onill.
Yeah.
Booking Ron Onill 32 at gmail.com is where you can contact his people about any further inquiries. Make sure to follow us at SunDogs TC. I'm itching to hear one of these tracks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So Which one?
So you brought 2 tracks.
I am too, though, because y'all chopped it up, you know, so yeah, how that went.
What can you tell us what you'd prefer to listen to first and the kind of the backstory behind it?
We could do Retreat.
Okay,
Nice.
Retreat, and you're saying Retreat was engineered by a local musician. But
Shout out to Derek Branch. Shout out to Derek Branch.
And the beat is American, or you were talking earlier about Eastern European?
This is, I'm assuming it's an American beat.
Okay.
I bought it on SoundClick, I think. Actually, yeah, I think now that I think about it, I know who the artist is that made the beat, but yeah, shout outs to him too. But Derek Branch produced it, engineered it, mixed and mastered it. I wrote it, Ron Onill, and yeah, it's Retreat.
2018?
Oh, 2018, yeah. Yeah, late 2018.
Yeah, definitely a timeless song. Still lyrical content is relevant today.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's play.
Could have been made yesterday. I love it.
Yeah,
This is Retreat by Ron Onill here on Local Vibes.
Yeah. O'Neal. Yeah. Skirt. Yeah.
War zone, make sure that it's all gone. It's real. All she thinking about is the awards on. Cops get off, they killing by the boatload. System suffocates again, got us in the chokehold. Lord knows why they listen but don't understand me. Why these just want our children but don't want a family. Claiming that they love you, but they all pretending. Leave you for a different, again the same tough ending. What? Cause it's money longer, you gon' take a chance. While I getting out here slaving just to get advanced. Back when I was selling grams just to keep from hurting. Now they slanging on the ground, which defeats the purpose. Should I try and make a way when ain't nothing worth it? If I wanna ride your wave, I'll go off surfing. At the end of the day, everybody lurking. Windows closed, trying to steal my shine. Yes, off curtains. You don't know what I gone through. All these graves I done dug through. Yeah, you don't know what I've been through. Left them problems in my rear view. Skirt. Mind over matter, matter over mind. See the tag along is fine, but they bragging all the time. Pockets empty, scraggling for dimes. I'ma have to paddle it again for tattling on mine. People killing their own kids, the fuck's wrong. Daddy doing the life bid like home. Daughter getting nigga African trying to get fucked on. Watch the reaction when all the bucks gone. Home. I ain't there unless I got a reason. Dark clouds over sun, I don't see it leaving. Doing fine, but I'm stranded on the lamest island. Speak my mind, they admit me to a sane asylum. This the current life we living, they don't get the picture. Hard to maintain position, everyone against you. Missed pickups, teams start to switch up. Escaping all parts of reality with this liquor. You don't know what I gone through. All these graves I done dug through. Yeah, you don't know what I've been through. Left them problems in my rear view. Skirt. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream to a whole hood full of escorts and fiends. Anything other had you reversing. We hungry, a team full of deferred dreams. What you better know, this make us better. The below scheming, looking out for demons. My mind open, my chest to the credible. You are what you eat, and yes, bullshit is edible. Find time to do my thing where I better go. Find time to do my thing on a different note. Fly by and say hi to you blimping. Floating on the same lake but on different boats. Lying in the dark, truthfully you've been exposed. Text her kitchen, keep her eye on the dinner rolls. Scared to change just so karma can turn up. Fuel catch the flame, that's when everything burn up. You don't know what I gone through. All these graves I done dug through. Yeah, you don't know what I've been through. Left them problems in my rear view. Skirt.
Yeah.
And we're back.
We're back here on Local
What up?
Vibes. We're sitting down with Ron Onill after just listening to Retreat. Man, that's I still got the shivers. What we were just discussing on the break about getting into some more backstory. What was going on back in I would assume 2017, 2018 when you
Yeah.
wrote it.
I had already lost a close friend of mine, Philando. And I think that was 16, 17, one of those summers. And then I think Sandra Bland came and just a lot was going on that I felt, when you stop and you think about it, it's just time to leave. That's why I call it retreat. Because all these things is detrimental to your life, and you've constantly dug your own grave in it, so you can't point fingers. I learned when you point one finger, you always got 3 more pointed back at you, so you got to evaluate yourself at some point in time where it's like, what I continue to let happen is my fault, nobody else's.
Precisely, yeah. You got to be self-reliant, and you can't victimize yourself. Exactly.
You got to leave those problems in the past.
You just got to get out of there.
Exactly.
You
know what I'm saying? You
Papa
gotta,
Yui.
yeah, straight up. That's the backstory.
That's a great vibe. This we won't get it. We won't spoil your appetites, but we got one more track that we'll get into here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But man, I shout out again. Who produced it and then who engineered it? Local engineer, and the producer was who?
The producer, I'm thinking, was NY Bangers off of SoundClick.com.
Nice.
I think he also did the Young M.A. single that came out. That it's on there, yeah. So if I'm correct, it's NY Bangers.
Cool.
And who engineered
You
it
said it
was
like 4 times and I forgot.
Derek Branch.
I was gonna say Chris Lindahl.
Derek Branch. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
What do you know what his SoundCloud is? If he's got one.
I'm not sure, but he's a friend of mine on Facebook. So if you get a hold of me, get a hold of him.
So
He's good.
You're a musician, obviously. Do you make any other art or make any other encourage art within the family? Do you make any other art? Do you paint?
I used to draw. My career is, as of right now, my job. I'm a barber. I'm a registered barber. I'm a master barber. So I do still put my art in a different craft.
What is your opinion on barbicide?
As the actual barber side?
Yeah, you pro or not? Do you like a different brand of antiseptic?
Alcohol.
Just
Household alcohol.
Okay.
That's what I use. I don't use the barber side. It strips your utensils.
Really? So probably to make you buy more.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a scam.
No, not that it's a scam. It's just you get carried away with using it. You get dependable to it. You might sit your combs and stuff in there for a long time, and it just tears out the thoroughness of it, kind of, in a sense. It kind of weakens the teeth on the combs and stuff like that if you leave it in too long.
And how long have you been cutting hair? And then follow up, how long would you consider yourself as being a master barber? So first, how long have you been cutting hair? And then how long do you think you've been at a higher tier?
I've been cutting my hair since 6th, 7th grade. And I've been legitimately a barber for 5 years going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Licensed barber.
Exactly. And that's, I think, what belonging to that upper echelon. It's one thing to, do it hanging out with your friends, but another thing to have regular paying customers in an establishment, to be a licensed barber. I love it.
Definitely a switch, man.
And I assume that COVID has affected the barber trade as well.
Not mine.
Not yours?
Not mine.
Okay.
Not mine.
I love
Do the one-on-ones.
I love it.
It just haven't messed me up, I improvised, found out something That's what I'm saying. It's made positive more than negative in my life.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Gave me more time with my kids.
That's really good.
Whether I'm slacking or not to the outside world, I'm cool. I just got my peace of mind.
Are your kids about to be artists or musicians? Can you see it in them already?
My kids are gonna be whatever they wanna be, and I see more in them, you know. So I don't wanna just put something on them because I see so much of me in them. It's whatever they wanna do. I have 3 boys, so each one is a different characteristic. My oldest, he's more the laid-back, mature side of me. My 6-year-old, he's the outspoken, rambunctious, crazy, kind of schizo me. You know what I'm saying? And then my two-year-old, he's actually all of them in one with an attitude. So he's mean. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
He's mean just for no reason.
Oh my gosh.
So that's that. But yeah, I don't want to raise them off of what I do. Whatever they like, I try to support it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So do you have any predictions for the music scene here in the Twin Cities?
Not really.
Think it's just gonna keep on keeping on the way that it's at?
I mean, I would hope so. If people love their city like they say they do.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm just putting my feet in the water. I'm just having fun. Like mine is more than a representation of something that's never gave me anything. Like I'm here in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not from Minneapolis, but what more do I have to show to give back to Minneapolis than shooting a video here?
Yeah.
You know, showing the downtown area. You know, spending my money to do that.
Yeah.
You know, when I could be in a household or behind a green screen.
Yep.
You know, but I think, yeah, it's a lot been going on. I've been seeing on social media, and it's kind of like I would hope it keep going because some places like, you know, shout out to Fifth Element closed down.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna interrupt you right there.
I like the way this go.
Well, this is the rap attack here on Local Vibes.
This on me?
When this drops, you're gonna have to improvise a song for the listeners, for your fans.
Okay. What, this freestyle?
Yep.
Okay. Turn it up for me.
This is Ron Onill on Local Vibes.
Listen. Hey. I could get deep on them. I could fly away. Try today, sleep on them. You won't find your space. 'Cause right now it's a Friday, and I've had the time. When it comes to this lifetime, boy, I've been on the ground. I'm so freestyle off the head. Your boy Casket playing dead. I don't really like that style of life, so I said what I said. Trying to do me in a better way. SunDogs with me. My life going far. My phone keeps slipping. Gotta hold it up like it got a crutch or something. I don't want nothing for more, but what I want in my lifestyle is like a pot dog, pot chart. Just want my percentage, y'all. I ain't greedy, out of time. Where I'm going, I'm in it, y'all. Time status changes. Boy, I'm so dangerous. You ain't changed history. Money or gold. This here to make your attitude get out your toe. That's when you gon' fold. So I stay to myself. I just do me. Love eating that good stuff. I'm stay for my health. I'm loosely like the piece of paper. Put it in my pocket, pay my bills, I never take it. I'm no karma, it's a B word. I try not to cuss, but see I'm freestyling. My mind is on that reverb. I'm trying for us to do better, black man style. My phone gon' slip, I ain't liking that now. I'm gonna give it to you.
My gosh. Ate it up.
I'll go for days. I'll go for days.
Ron Onill on the rap attack. That was the first rap attack I think we've done maybe all year. But the first one in a long time.
Oh, it feels good to be big.
Shout out to 2020.
It's
Setting the bar.
exactly
Okay.
setting the bar for
Yeah,
all
that was you
guests.
caught me off guard, dog. So but you gotta be ready
you
at all
gotta be on your
times.
toes.
You
Exactly.
gotta be
Rap
ready at all
attack.
times. be
We
ready.
appreciate you participated in that. That's the funnest part of the show, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is, the live improvisation.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're bringing in artists around here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Exactly.
it's cool to see.
Bruh, cool from y'all, man. Why y'all, you know, the praise gotta go to y'all for real.
Thank
Cause
you
y'all
so
out
much.
y'all house doing this.
Yeah, we think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, and I think y'all should keep going, man.
It's the best way
You know,
to,
just let your alignment come with it. You know, keep purity with you, but you know, do it. Y'all, man, y'all the only ones really doing this right now. So that effort is made as appreciation from me. So I think y'all dig.
right
you know.
back at you.
Yeah,
Dig
thank
that,
you again
yeah.
for taking out the time and
Yeah.
risking your life
For
Yeah,
to
sure.
come
risking
and
your life.
share
For sure.
share your story, at least in Twin Cities.
Exactly.
We'd love to have you back on the show anytime.
Man City, stand up.
So before we play this last track, what projects, what collaborations are on the horizon? I know you said you've gotten a chance to spend a lot of time with your family, but have you been able to dedicate more time to your artistry as well?
Yeah, I
What's on the
have.
horizon?
I got new music I'm searching for. I got some plans coming involved with it. As far as COVID, I have festivals and stuff going on, so I plan to keep that stuff going on. But like I said, just taking my time, letting things simmer. I'm not necessarily searching for a crowd. I'm just getting the things off my chest to a beat that's talking to me. So it's therapeutic.
I definitely understand that. That's
You know, it's more therapeutic than anything. So, man, it's an investment. You know, and all of us want the best out of it. You know,
yeah.
but you know, I'm not a beggar. I'm living better than I used to live. So, as long as I could do this, I'm straight. And where it go, it go. But I do want to be heard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do want to be heard, but as far as the fame, I'd rather learn the business of it. That way where I set myself in places, not just assume or hope I'm going to get there.
Exactly, yeah. As many opportunities have fallen in our laps, I'm sure people can't rely on that forever. You got to be prepared. We were talking before the show about having your ducks in a row.
Correct.
About the artistry is one thing, but
Correct.
the distribution, the promotion and the monetization, that's a whole nother thing. And I think, again, to touch on what you were saying just a moment ago about just being real and sharing yourself, being kind of therapeutic, people will listen when you share your soul, you know what I'm saying? And if you're real about the art, whether it's paint, film, rap, country, you know what I'm saying? If it's genuine, people are going to be attracted to it. You know
Correct,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And I saw that too with just doing shows. You know, my mind isn't set on really. I mean, I know I got to get out here and network, but I feel people are gonna hear me regardless. But I have my mind set on my business. I don't want to make the wrong steps because I don't know what song might make it. You know, not guaranteed that that's what it is, but there's still a business behind it. That song might make it, and if I don't have the logistics about it down packed, then yeah, I'll lose in the back. You know, and I think that's a downfall of a lot of people first and foremost. So, so that's why I'm not really in a rush of making albums. These are just singles.
Exactly.
These are something I'm not trying to monetize.
Yeah.
You know, but in base, I'm building something where, okay, I just
Like
set
a
up a
teaser.
spot where you guys can edit my music, get it on the radio type. You know what I mean? So that's more important than me monetizing a song I know I didn't fully lease, even though it's my written, you know, music.
Yeah, there's behind the scenes.
Yeah, you gotta know that. You gotta know what you're approaching these days. You know, you can't get in the game and think you're just gonna win off beginner's luck every time.
Exactly. Let's listen to this other track that you brought. This is Black Sheep, and that came out a little bit after Retreat or before?
A year after.
A year after.
Yeah, it's about December 2019.
Let's get right into it. I want to get a chance for the listeners to get a chance to hear this.
All
This
right.
is Ron Onill, Black Sheep, here on Local Vibes.
Negative vibes, gotta get far from that. But this right here, I put my heart in that. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got high. Something I could give you ain't get it from me. Chicks love it, but love it with money. Life's a shit, but I plan to stay ruthless. Living the dream, but it seem to be lucid. Worst feelings in the world when you get crossed. Learn the language of the streets to get sent off. Seconds lacking, a toe tacking. Ain't no arguing with just they beat my feet and I pimp off. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got high. Stuck in my pride, had to get out of that. Stay with my lane, I ain't a part of that. Negative vibes, gotta get far from that. But this right here, I put my heart in that. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got high. Bottle cracked if I do say or that do say. Ain't no hanging around, usually they be too fake. Never dwelling about hood, it's let it go. Street cred more important than your credit score. Hella drive, ride dirty for the cash game. I ride just a heat and some gas change. Do your best, stay on top of the world. It be the closest one to you, got the eye on your girl. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got high. Stuck in my pride, had to get out of that. Stay with my lane, I ain't a part of that. Negative vibes, gotta get far from that. But this right here, I put my heart in that. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got better. However, study the game and got high.
So this is pretty much going to be bonus content for anybody listening live. Pretty much it just won't be on the replay on Monday. Everybody else will be able to hear it.
That was Black Sheep by Ron Onill. We really want to thank you again for the hour is up, unfortunately, but we really want to thank you again for taking the time out to sit down and chat with us for a little bit. Only getting to the tip of the iceberg, I think. We got to have you back on the show. We got to put a date on the books to continue this conversation.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank y'all.
I'll go through the socials again real quick, and then while we have time, if you could tell us a little bit about that track, that Black Sheep track.
Yeah.
Facebook.com, you can find him at Ron Onill. SoundCloud.com/Ron Onill / and all other inquiries, you can contact his people booking rononill32@gmail.com. That's BOOKINGRONONILL32@gmail.com. Black Sheep. What was same guy engineered it? What was the mindset of that? It was about a year after.
Eric Griffin. Shout outs to E. Griffin on my another Facebook friend of mine. He engineered that.
Very cool.
Production. I forget what I was beat surfing, but I bought that.
Nice.
That came from. I want to say it was BeatStars.com.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's the spot.
Yeah. I forget who's the actual guy.
Anyone you want to shout out to before we go? We got 10 seconds left.
Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to everybody that tuned in. Shout outs to SunDogs 3C. Shout outs to me. Shout outs to life. Everybody survive.
Shout out Ron Onill.
It's a beautiful one, eh?
We'll see you next week.
Straight up.
Later.